Hey, Josh.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, okay, guys. Forget the Josh is here today. Forget it. Just cancel the show.
Hello, Joshy.
Just cancel
Hey,
the
what's
show.
up?
Josh is
Excuse
here.
me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm the party crasher.
How the hell is your volume nice today?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's because you're using a headset today?
No, I'm not using a headset today. Look, 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 look. No,
Uh,
look, no headset. Oh, Mardox mug.
let's see here. I
Hey,
don't know, though.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mardox
I have no
Daily Live
idea.
Chat. Josh, hush your beak for a second. This is the Mardox
Sorry.
Live Chat, and we do this every day at 3 p.m. if we can. Obviously, if I can't be there, then no one can. So, be here on Friday coming up, this Friday. Who has a lot of noise in the background? There's somebody with a crap load of noise. But anyways, be here this Friday show. That's the day after tomorrow. It's Wednesday. Jump Thursday. Go to Friday. We're doing a giveaway. Anybody who's in this software on Zoom, talking with us, participating, gets part of the giveaway. You got to be there, or you're just square. One of the two. So, hey John, how you doing?
Hey, John.
John's doing good.
Can you
We
hear
have
me?
Michael Kustra, we have Josh Alexander, and Stephanie, right?
Can you hear
Screw
me?
you, Nelson.
Yes, we can hear you, John.
Queen Belinda Condell, thank you.
There you go. And just for the record, I want to get this on video. Belinda Condell's cup is ordered. It is being made. It is on its way. So hopefully when she gets it, this will be the last.
It is not real until you get it.
Yeah, well, Josh, you didn't send me your address the other day, so you don't get one. The other day, I asked you to send me your mailing address.
Me, Josh.
Hey, Josh, the other day I asked you to send me your mailing address so I can send you the cup. You never sent me your address.
I know. I was busy working.
Yeah, well, no cup now, dude. You have to wait till next batch.
No problem there. Oh, and everybody's drinking their cups. See?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
There you go, Belinda. They're just rubbing it in for you.
Now that I think about it, can somebody make me a coffee, please? Can you make me a coffee, please?
Cricket,
Don't you love Daddy? No. I'm so loved. I'm making you a nice office/studio.
Maryland didn't even move.
I know. Merlin's dead tired. Merlin went to Wolf Zone again today. He's pooped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting used to the idea of eating like in the human area. So he's no longer leashed. So as long as he behaves, he can be loose. But he's in training right now. I think it's a lot for him. So right now he's kind of like half asleep. His eyes are closed. It's like, that's it. I'm done. I'm sleeping. So today's topic, John, Michael, you said you had a topic?
Well, actually,
Not aliens, not religion, not politics.
no, I don't go over there.
And not alien politics or alien religion.
No,
No
actually,
religious politics.
You know what? Autoresponders.
Oh, okay, go for it. You guys talk. I'll listen.
You know, I'm telling you, there are so many, vast majority of the autoresponders. I don't have any preference on autoresponders.
I do.
Why, which one, Josh?
See, I look at the APIs and how they connect with things. So the three that connect the most that I've seen are Aweber, MailChimp, and ActiveCampaign. You know, you start getting out of those three, and then the integrations start to drop really heavily. But those three companies have really great integrations with other services compared to a lot of the other autoresponders that are out there.
Yeah, but isn't that due to the fact that a lot of the gurus have been pushing those autoresponders?
Actually, ActiveCampaign is not one that you hear pushed a lot, but it's actually one I actually moved to from Aweber. But it's mainly because it's almost like Infusionsoft, but with the price of Aweber. So, you know, when Infusionsoft was like $3,000, $300 a month, and ActiveCampaign starts off at like $9 a month. So, you know, you can get it something reasonably cost, and it still has all the automation functions that Infusionsoft used to have. So, to me, it's one of the better deals out there right now.
Because I've been looking over some of the people that have been using Aweber and a few others, that they've lost their lists and all that? Is that
If you're, well, first off, if you're not backing up your list, you got a problem anyways, because that's your issue. But AWeber and some of the other companies are kind of like not marketing friendly sometimes. MailChimp's been known to do that occasionally as well, but always keep a backup of your list no matter what, because worst case scenario, you can move to another responder. But the big thing is APIs.
Can I ask? Can I ask how did these people lose their list? Was it because they were negligent, they abused it, or was there like a technical glitch?
Some of the affiliate marketers and other companies, what happens is they market out so much stuff. People get tired of instead of hitting the unsubscribe button, they just hit the spam button, and then they get so many reports of spam, and they'll have their list blacklisted by the company. And that's what happens a lot of the times. And so it's mainly because they're heavily marketing. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are too lazy to unsubscribe. And that's the reason a lot of them have problems, unfortunately.
Josh, have you ever tested GetResponse and Rocket Responder?
I refuse to use GetResponse, although they are out there, and they as far as what I actually looked at going to them, I was going to move to them, and then I came across their email system, and I looked through the videos, and I was turned off immediately that they support Getty images, and once I found out they support Getty, I was out.
What's Getty?
Okay.
Getty is an image company that sues the shit out of everybody. And they are massively in lawsuits all the time. They're suing half the freaking internet over image rights all the time. And some of the times they sue the actual person that took the photo, which is funny because...
I have one example. I follow a person, I'm not going to say his name, but I follow a person where he's an electrician. This is neat. He had a photo he used in one of his videos. He got copyright stricken by YouTube. And then he had to go and show YouTube that the photo that was taken was in early 80s of a man up on a lift on power lines, and it happened to be him in the basket up on the power lines, and he was using his own photo.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me actually. I've seen the same thing happen with Getty Images does that all the time. In fact, they have a $1 billion lawsuit from this famous photographer that released her stuff as free to the general public through the Library of Congress.
Right.
And because of that, Getty picked up the image and started selling it on their website. They actually sent her a lawsuit on her own image, and she's the photographer. So she sent a lawsuit back to them for $1 billion, and now they have a $1 billion lawsuit against them from that photographer that's world famous apparently. So it's kind of funny, but they're always in lawsuits, and they're always in the news for they're basically what we call an internet troll company.
Yeah.
And I refuse to support any company that's going to deal with trolls. I mean, if you send a lawsuit because the image rights yours, and you're going to ask for $3,000 every single time, and you're going to keep just hounding them for the $3,000 over and over and over again, it's almost to the point where it's ridiculous. Whereas opposed to if somebody said, look, you didn't pay for this image, pay for the image, or we're going to sue you. Pay for the image and call it a day. Or take the image down and call it a day. But most companies, that's what they do. Getty is just ruthless about going after people, and we refuse to do business with anybody that associates with them. Yeah, and GetResponse just happens to be one of those companies.
Okay, so let's get back to autoresponders. GetResponse, I used GetResponse. I used their trial. I like their interface.
Just don't use the images on there because that's where they get them.
No, I know what you mean. I just thought I liked their interface, not the content, but it is an easy system to use. But this was back in a time where I didn't want to do business with AWeber. I found at the time AWeber was oversold. Like, a lot of people saw the name AWeber in the URL or the unsubscribe link, and they went, "Oh, I'm out of this." They automatically unsubscribe. So that's another thing. Is it better to have an autoresponder service, or is it better to go out and get a script and have your own autoresponder script and run your own stuff?
I actually think it's better to have an autoresponder service.
Service?
I do.
Okay.
And
why is that?
And the main reason why is the blacklisting issues. If you blacklist your own server because you're blasting them out, then everything on that IP address is going to get blacklisted out. Whereas these companies are constantly dealing with the blacklist companies all the time, so I don't have to deal with them.
Right.
Just saves me a lot of time having to trying to get off blacklist because somebody in my company screwed up something or whatever. Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with that. I just want to be able to keep moving.
Right. Gotcha.
I don't think average marketer will be ready to deal with something script, They just want to pick an autoresponder service and like Josh, I'm moving.
Right.
And for you guys, fine. But for folks like me and maybe well, I don't. Just the thought of having to deal with the script or something, kind of turns me off
Okay.
because I'm not that techie,
Okay.
really.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Oh,
you
no,
are techie and you do decide to go with the script, probably the most common script out there is called PHP list.
Yeah.
And that's the most open source script out there for, as far as email marketing goes. I don't know of any better than them as far as open source goes, at least. There's probably some better ones if you get paid, but
that's the one.
PHP list.
That's the one I'm looking into right now myself to integrate into Mardox. But the problem I still have is smtp.com. I'm trying to get them to understand that we're building up to using it, but they want me to take a full server. I don't want to take a full server. I want to build up to it, blah, blah. It's a lot of politics. But I got the programming all done using PHP list. But the back end, the mail part going out is the one that's the hang up right now at Mardox. But one of these days, we'll have Christmas Day in July, and we'll have our own autoresponder service.
There you go.
Josh, have you ever tried Rocket Responder?
I have not tested or tried Rocket Responder, so I have no comment since I can't say anything about it since I don't know them.
Yeah.
I'll only comment on ones I know about.
Hey, John.
Yeah, sure. That's why I asked. Yes, Belinda. Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Belinda.
Hi.
Hi.
Notice she spoke to me first.
I was muted. Damn technology.
Michael, have you tried Rocket Responder?
No, I haven't. Right now I'm testing, it's called Parasender.
Never heard of that one.
It's called Parasender.
Okay. Never heard of it.
And yeah, it's part of a program that I took, and they have Parasender. I got up to 50,000, doesn't cost me anything.
Okay.
But but I'm just checking it out to see what's going on, because with GetResponse, for instance, I tried to apply for them, and apparently I've been blacklisted. I have no idea why. I've never used them before.
Oh no! It has to do with your ISP IP address. The fact that you're connecting to them from an IP that they blacklisted, meaning somebody else used it as a spam source, and they blacklisted your ISP's IP block.
Because they didn't tell me. I even talked with them and all that. They didn't even tell me.
And that is why you want a VPS server, so you have your own IP address.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yep. Well, even that's touchy too, because even a VPN, if somebody else in the past used an IP address to do something bad and they got blacklisted, you're still going to be blacklisted once you hit it.
That's true.
I logged on to Mardox one day for my own connection, and I couldn't even get it to my own server because the software that handles the back end, monitoring the IP addresses, somebody on this class of IP belonging to my ISP had abused the server at Mardox, and when I was reconnected, I hit that IP address and I couldn't even get onto my own servers. I was blacklisted from my own server just because I happened to hit that IP address of that person that was abusing the server recently, like within the last 15 days. So yeah, public IPs are a pain in the butt.
Well, there you go.
That's it. So Michael, how do you find that service, the one that you're using? Is it easy to use? Is it convenient?
Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like I think it's called A-List. It comes somewhere from England.
Right.
But the Parasender, I don't know. It's probably a server also outside the States, but I think it's also based in the States.
Is it easy to use, or is it wonky?
No, it's easy to use.
Yeah, and have you confirmed that mail is getting out from it?
The response is pretty good. I can't complain about it.
Okay, good.
I mean, a lot of people talk about not getting response and all that. I think it's all based on the marketing that you do.
Right.
Because there's no reason why the mail doesn't go out.
It depends if the mail goes to the spam box or the junk mail, because Google has junk mail and they have a spam folder also. Mm-hmm. So there's two layers of. Oh, he's in your way. Merlin, gotta move. Well, Go on, move. One old dog.
And you, John, what are you using like autoresponder?
Well, I've been testing out different ones. I started out way in the beginning using Traffic Wave, but I stopped because at that time it was just too expensive for me. But
Mm-hmm.
the recently the last three that I have been trying was Mailchimp, Get Response, and Rocket Responder.
Mail.
Rocket Responder I've used for a number of years, and it's been working for me. And
Mm-hmm.
for various reasons, I wanted to try the other ones, Get Response and Mailchimp.
Yeah,
But I recently went back to
Mailchimp's gonna be touchy because as soon as you break their user threshold, I think it's 0.001% spam complaint. You're gone.
yeah.
You're gone. There's
Back
no.
to
So the question is,
I
what
went
are you
back
doing
to
wrong that makes you get to that level?
Oh no, it could be a
Yeah.
bad word.
yeah.
No, but it could be a word. It could just be somebody received your email and like you said, click
Yeah.
click the spam button, and that's it. And point
Okay.
zero.
I went back to
Go ahead.
go ahead, Mr. Nelson.
I was gonna say a 0.001 or 0.01 is not that far away because if you sent out 100 emails and one person clicked the
I
spam
went
button,
back to Rocket
okay, somebody's got a lot of noise in the background. Josh, can you mute, buddy?
Is it me?
Yeah, I think so. We hear a lot of noise. It's either that or it's.
Hold on, let me switch out the headset here to the.
Oh, there you go. Okay, John, go ahead now.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, I went back to Rocket. I went back to Rocket Responder first of all because I know it well, and it was working fine for me. They're very tolerant in, like how sometimes you payment or so, and then I won't be able to get to my. But once I get my payment back, but they won't delete your data like real quick or nothing like that.
Right.
And, and so that has been extremely helpful.
Yeah.
And
how long?
yeah,
how long do they keep the data up for?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if they have a standard, but I know they've been very lax with me.
Okay.
And I imagine that. I mean, I imagine that they are this way in general.
Yeah. With us at Mardox, it's 6 months before we really delete the stuff. If you have hosting, we'll suspend it after I think it's a week of non-payment. It's suspended, but your website's still there. In case a month later you come back and say, "Yeah, I want to continue," then we'd reactivate, but your content's still there. It's 6 months before I go, "Okay, that's it. It's gone." You know?
Yeah, that's how we are. We hold things for 6. We actually hold it for a year, but we suspend after 30 days.
Yeah, 30 days. Yeah. The problem with me is that people take hosting with their membership package, they let it lapse, and after a week they're like, "Oh, whatever," and they don't come back. So I just suspend it after a week. If they're serious about having their domain up, then they go, "Oh yeah, I got to pay my bill."
Yeah.
But it's suspended, not deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah, but I think more and more companies are doing that. They're getting more lax with their payments. I mean, as a membership site owner, you can't afford to be a stickler for every penny. If a person calls in and says, "I can't pay for it right now, can I pay you in a week?" As long as the person has good standing with you, then fine. I'd say go ahead and give them their week. But or two. It depends on you as a site owner. But if you're too much of a stickler, you're gonna have persons sign up. They can't pay that 1 week. The next thing they're gonna say is, "Screw this, I'm out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is a good point. So they let you they at least no, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So of the ones that we decided so far, which ones do we like? Techie,
so far,
it's PHP.
like I said,
Techie, it's PHP list. We agree on that, right?
I
agree on that.
liked Get Response for certain things that I was able to do with it.
Just don't use their images.
No. Like creating.
I like Aweber. It's the most deliverable.
Yes and no.
I will never knock AWeber. I will say if you want automation,
like landing
Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
pages and stuff.
You're cutting out really bad, John.
Yeah, kill your video, John. That might help.
Let me try my video.
There you go, John. Go ahead,
There.
John. Nobody wants to see you, John.
Yeah, black out the black guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, the token black guy. Kidding.
Oh my God, this is mostly Irish here. Oh my God.
I'm in trouble now.
Smile, John, so we can see you. Kidding.
Too bright.
At any rate, but I'm used to using Rapid Responder. You know, there are a couple of things I wish they would change, like being able to save a template or something like that. But besides that, I'm fine with it, because I hate having to make a whole new template every time I want to do a new list or something.
Okay.
And,
I mean, like a design,
yeah.
like a template, like where you put your logo and all that. You want to be able to pull it up and then plug in the information. Okay. Right.
And every time I want to add another like email to the series or something like that, or send out a broadcast or something like that. I don't want to have to invent the wheel every freaking time, because it's annoying.
You said freaking.
But they, what?
You said freaking.
Yeah, huh? Boy, I'm really upset. And but anyway, they used to be pretty text based, but then they so as a lot of new features and stuff like that. So really good at evaluating stuff like that. So as far as other things that people will look at, this is why I asked you guys if you used it and what you think, because I've heard pluses and I've heard minuses. So
well, I've been working on my own, so I've been really using my own system. I've been signing up to the other ones to see what the other ones offer, and how they handle different issues, like wanting to import your own list, stuff like that, which I'm against totally.
Yeah.
I figured, look, if you're going to change networks, change it and then start fresh, because the worst thing you can do is import a list and then hope that you're not going to get spam complaints, because once they see the new domain name, they're going, oh my God, I've been spammed, so that's what you got to be careful of.
I think it depends how well you communicate with your audience too. I mean, if you communicate really well and open rates really well,
but most marketers
don't. Able to work that, because I know there's certain marketers that I read almost everything they send. And then there's some that I just won't read anything they send.
Right.
Yeah. Same here.
So basically, you don't like everything, but you like some things. Okay, good. Yeah. Got that. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So, how about you, Michael? Which one do you like so far of the ones that you've been using?
So for Parasender, I don't mind it. It's pretty good. Like I said, I got up to 50,000. Doesn't cost me anything.
Right.
But I've taken a look at AWeber. I was with AWeber before, but after a while, it comes up to cost.
Yeah.
Because
and AWeber, if I remember AWeber, it's per send, right? It's not per user, or is it per user?
No, it's per user.
Per user, yeah.
It's unlimited per user. However, one thing to keep in mind with AWeber is if you want automation functions, you're going to need another program called AW Pro Tools.
Right.
I never heard about that, Josh.
So AW Pro Tools is another program you can integrate with AWeber. It kind of gives you automation functions.
Is that free or paid?
No, it's paid. It's paid. It's like $30 a month extra.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Or it used to be.
Say it, Belinda. Say it.
That's expensive.
Heck no.
No. Say what you usually say when we say monthly.
No monthly fees. Bad word.
Yep, I know.
Well, every time we say monthly, Belinda goes, "Oh no, I can't buy that. I only buy yearly because that way I don't have to pay monthly." It goes on and on and on and on.
I think they offer it yearly.
No, but I used to do this. Okay, I used to do this. I used to get a, prepaid debit card, so that I didn't have to dip in my bank account and try to, separate between the different bills that come in and all that. I mean, I have a separate business account, but still, I didn't want to dip into other things that I pay for business too, right?
Right.
So So I would get a prepaid debit card. The thing is, most of your prepaid debit cards charge you per transaction on top of the fee to load the card with, let's say I want to pay for the year. They'll take it out monthly, right? But I'll just put a year's worth on the card, minus,
Right.
the card fee.
Yeah.
But then I'm paying extra fees just to have that card.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what kind of debit card. It could be Green Dot, it could be this,
everything,
that, or the other. They all do it.
Because everything costs something.
I'm looking at it now. They do have a yearly fee for them. So it depends on the package. It's anywhere from $18.99 a month to $73 paid annually. So it depends on what package you pick.
Well, I never had a list so big that they charged me too much more on the AWeber, so I pay the yearly for AWeber, and I'm usually able to keep it down to the minimum because I'm always cleaning. Because I'm always, they have a yearly and you get 50% discount that way.
Yeah, but how do you pay yearly when you don't even know how many people are going to be on your list?
Because if it's after the basic, like if you're paying monthly, just like with hosting, you pay monthly, you pay more, just like with your car insurance. The more breakup of your payments, the more you're paying. So if I pay yearly, if I go past my limit of subscribers, they just tack on the additional cost of what I would have paid with the monthly fee, and the next fee up. So it's no different. It's just more convenient for me.
I'm sorry I asked, right?
What?
I'm sorry I mentioned the whole joke about having to pay monthly and stuff.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I never usually go past my subscriber limit because I'm always cleaning my list, getting rid of the Yahoos. So I don't have to usually worry about extra costs because I'm very efficient that way.
Is you kick Nelson off the list. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I'm off the list because she doesn't like stalkers. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just not my thing.
I'm a mobile peeping Tom. There you go. I use drones. Oh Jesus.
But see, I tried Traffic Wave. I tried Get Response. I tried a lot of those. The thing I find that AWeber has some features I like better, and they have more deliverability because I've tested it, and I know they're more expensive, other than paying the yearly like I do. But it just does better for me. So I don't care about the affiliate. Like Traffic Wave does have a better affiliate program, but I don't care about that because I'm there to use it, not to sell it. To me, selling is just a bonus. So I don't really worry about the affiliate part.
Interesting.
John, do you got $25?
No.
Oh, because I would have ordered a cup for you that has a red handle and everything now.
Really?
Yeah. But no. I'm not giving that one for free. You already got your free cup.
John is broke at the moment.
Nelson.
What?
Go ahead and give it to him. Why? You'll get the 25.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? You heard that, right? Now you're committed. You heard that, right?
Now you're definitely committed.
Okay.
Now he's like, oh boy, why did I say something? I knew he could have the money.
Yeah. Now Michael's gonna be the only one with an old cup, as far as I know.
Michael, do you want a new cup?
Hey, Belinda, why not?
Okay, Michael gets a new cup too then. Let's make more work for John.
Just for the
he's in a good mood right there.
Just for the simpletons out there that don't understand this, that means Belinda's paying for the cups. Do I understand this correctly?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, Michael, I'll need your mailing address, and John, I'll need your mailing address again.
Again.
It's coming directly out of your paycheck.
Yeah, definitely out of the paycheck for that one.
Yeah, basically.
No problem. I'll give it to you again.
In Skype. Not in
yeah. Right.
Yeah, Skype.
And Skype.
I'm gonna need it anyways because on Friday we know where you're gonna be, right? And I'm assuming
here?
you're gonna.
Not in the HE double hockey sticks place. No.
No. But and also being that John's black, I'm assuming he's gonna want a white one.
Nelson, you really deserve the frying pan.
Yeah. No, I get a black one.
Where's Tina?
Where's Tina? Tina's not here anymore. Tina was no, she's on the other side of the wall. Okay.
Tina, please come over and straighten Nelson out. Let us watch.
Should we tell the public what they're gonna get if they show up on Friday's chat?
We get to see Tina beat you senseless.
Yeah, no. That's not $20 worth.
Oh.
That's way better.
Do we want to tell the public what they're gonna get if they show up on Friday's chat and participate in the live chat?
Me as her special friend.
Oh, forget that. I'm not showing up.
That could be construed so many different ways.
Right.
I know.
Well, let's put it this way. I'll say at the end of the show what it's going to be. Right now, I need to know a size and mailing address and color for this item. For this item, and
I want a shirt, Nellie.
Yeah, you just told everybody what they're getting.
Oh no, I want a shirt. What, am I getting a shirt? Yay!
No.
I guess.
Well, you said size, so it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, duh.
So Friday's show. Everybody who's on Friday's show in Zoom, not watching on YouTube, in this live chat, participating and giving some comments, talking. It might be a long show, depending on how many people we're going to have. Everybody who participates gets a free T-shirt, free Mardox T-shirt, and drop shipped directly to their place. You'll have to provide me with your size. I'll have a choice of colors if you want the colors, and mailing address. So when the time comes, join on Friday. This Friday. Friday's what date? Can someone give me a date? We're what, the 9th today? 10th, the 10th, 11th, the 11th. Right?
It'll be the 11th.
Right. So on the 11th of August, 2017, got to be here in Zoom. You're at the top of your Mardox login. There's going to be the URL to use to join the Zoom room. And anybody who participates, and I mean participates, if you just show up and leave, doesn't count. You have to participate, like Michael's doing, like John is doing for once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're eligible for
Like
the free
Queen
T-shirt.
Belinda always does.
Yeah, but Belinda, you don't get more than one, okay?
You know what?
Yeah, you want
Let
to
me
cap
kiss
with
my
it,
sweet
right?
patootie.
You're gonna want to cap with it, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, I don't wear a hat, but you know what? I would like a shirt and a sweatshirt. So for the winter season, I also have.
Whoa! Hoodies are a different topic. That's gonna have to be a contest.
It doesn't have to be a hoodie. It can be a regular, just a sweatshirt.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or a long sleeve shirt.
No, I think they're hoodies, t-shirts and hoodies.
Hey, just remind them of who's paying for the room.
The long sleeve, yeah, but I paid my dues in more than one way.
Don't get me wrong. We are going to be putting this stuff up on the website. If people want to order them from the website real soon, like the next week, you'll be able to order your a Mardox mug. If you want to order it in advance, if you want it named, it's going to be more expensive because obviously it's it's custom made.
Will they get it?
Yeah, they'll get it.
Yeah, it'll take about a year, but they'll get it.
Yeah, about a year. No, but we are gonna put the merchandise on the site, so if people want to pitch in,
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But Nelson, I've already earned 3 different ways: my shirt, sweatshirt, and mug. So you got to give it to me.
3 different ways. Okay.
We're not going to go there.
Okay.
Keep it clean.
No, we're not gonna go there.
No,
at
I
all.
don't mean that. Only he would turn it into that.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. What are you guys talking about?
We already know you, Nelson. We already know you before you say anything.
Yeah, I know me, and I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's because your mind's in the gutter.
I know, right? I'm so glad I'm pure as driven snow.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
He's trying to corrupt me, but it's not gonna work.
I will show you pure snow once my dog does what he has to do.
I'm so glad I'm so good.
Pure yellow snow.
Nelson cannot corrupt me. I will not let him.
Yes, because you have the Lord on your side, right?
I'm also Supergirl.
Oh, Supergirl. Okay, yeah.
Superwoman.
We used to
No,
call
I have
her.
the Lord, and I'm also Superwoman.
We used to call her Shira, I think.
Sheena of the forest.
Not Sheena. Shira.
Sheena of the jungle.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay. I don't know what kind of boat I have. And I don't even know if it floats, but okay.
Well, here they were Rihanna because they pronounced the J like a Y.
Yeah, they do that in Spanish too.
Who's
The
name?
Spelled like a
of the
J
jungle.
sound also.
Whose name?
The Jana of the jungle, like they say in America. You have no idea. It's okay.
No, I don't.
It's okay, Nelson.
No,
We love you.
that's-
You're lost, but we love you.
That's an old cartoon.
Wow,
I forgot all about that,
feeling,
too.
I don't know if it's good to feel young or I'm just lost. I've never really watched TV.
You're just lost. That's okay.
Or like She-Ra and what was the guy's name?
Shira, yeah. Well, it was He-Man.
Yeah, He-Man.
He-Man,
He's more into
yeah.
He-Man.
I used to
That's
watch
right.
He-Man. Yeah. Lauren.
Yeah, was Jana
Hey,
Lauren?
Lauren.
Hey, was Jana of the
Hey,
jungle?
Lauren.
He like
Yeah.
before them?
Yeah, there was a Giant of the Jungle.
Before them, I mean. Before she and He-Man and all those guys.
Oh yeah, it was Giant of the Jungle.
One. Yeah. There was another one, not He-Man, but
Okay, give me
nah, I
a
can't
break. I'm only 43.
I know what you're talking
guys.
about, John. I know what you're saying.
I'm only
Yeah.
43, eh?
Gundar, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm only 43, guys. Come on, I'm still really young here.
Yeah, you're a kid. I understand.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
all
it.
right.
I feel like I'm old here. Oh God, yeah. No, it says Josh that's younger than me. Oh, hey Lauren, how you doing? Not that
Okay,
I'm
how
saying,
are you?
Not that I'm saying you're old or anything.
Go ahead, throw yourself
my-
under the bus. You're good at it.
Yeah, I gotta be careful today, guys. I gotta be careful today. My wife is nearby, so I gotta watch the compliments. I gotta make. Well, what I mean by that is I gotta give more compliments to her and less to you guys. Okay, honey, I love you. I'm full of shit. If only she knew. I actually love her. 19 years of commitment.
You know, Nelson.
Lauren, did you hear what we talked about before you came in?
No.
Oh. Okay.
How could she? She wasn't in.
No, on YouTube? This is broadcasted on YouTube. There are people watching on YouTube.
Yes, sir. You
You know, you remember
just
YouTube,
wanted to
right?
see what, like, you know.
Remember YouTube?
I thought I wanted to
We lost.
fast. You know, you did good.
We lost John. John, we're losing you, dude.
Okay.
We keep
Am
losing.
I back now?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm black, but am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're black and you're back. Yes.
Yes,
Tina, he said it first. I'm gonna get in trouble here.
Tina, I'm sorry. It was my fault. I said it first.
He said it first. It's okay if the black guy talks about being black first.
That's right.
It's
You
when a
know,
white
there's
guy
a
talks about
video-
being black. That's not right.
There's
That's
a
wrong.
video. There's a video someone made here in Germany, right?
Yeah.
And the name of the video is Ich bin schwarz. It's like I'm black, you know. And the guy, he sings about all of these stereotypes of being black, and so you have to see it. It's so ridiculously funny, you know. It's silly, but it's just funny.
Is it a white guy or a black guy?
It's a black guy.
Okay, so it fits.
It's a black guy.
I think
and then there's a whole lot of other ones.
I just
you know.
I just find it's ridiculous that we it's like me. I'm English and I'm in a French community, very very French community, and Michael knows about this. If I make a joke about being English, until I make that joke, nobody will make a comment about me being English. Not maybe even going as far as not even asking if I'm English. It's like it's taboo. So what I'll make a joke and I'll say, you know, you need an English guy to do it square, you know, the carrément, right, Mike?
That's right, c'est carré.
Right, c'est ça, un taille carré, a square head, right? So we say,
That's
you know,
right.
to do it right, you need an English guy. Then you see their faces are like, oh my God, should I laugh? Do I say anything? And they don't know. And it's the same thing like in America where the black guy makes a joke and then the white guys are like, do I say something or not? Am I allowed to laugh? It's like, what?
That's
Why?
because everybody's politically correct. That's
Oh, my God.
they try to be
That's
politically
That
correct.
problem, that is a
What's he? Also,
Yeah.
Josh, John, Josh, what did you say?
America politically correct is a big problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
and some
It is.
unfortunately, some people are also a bit overly sensitive. You know.
I think you're wrong. I think you're right, John, with regards to people being sensitive. I think with the society itself has become sensitive about things that are, you know,
Stupid.
irrelevant, stupidity. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you calling me stupid? Are you serious? Why are you talking about me like that? I can't believe you're saying it about me.
I say that because I care.
Yeah, we say that because we care. That's the whole thing.
I'm not super sensitive. Screw you. I'm not triggered. What are you talking about? Did you wake up behind a rap
Belinda,
Come on.
Belinda, you're our team snowflake, honey.
I am not a snowflake. I'm a brown flake, thank you.
Okay, raindrop.
Yeah, see, beat up on the Indian girl. Here we go.
Yeah, the token native girl.
Oh,
Native Rican. Okay, now, Lakota Ricans rule, baby. We have the best of both worlds.
yes, you
Screw
do.
you.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh boy.
But it's true. Society has become very, you know, everybody tries
Yeah.
to be politically correct. It's becoming really, you know.
But what do I say?
Michael, you didn't say that correctly.
What do I always say? If you peel their skin back, what color are you underneath? Hey, John, what color are you?
Nelson, that was inappropriate.
What?
You were incorrect.
Of what?
You owe me.
Of what? I don't know what I was incorrect about.
You weren't being politically correct in how you said it.
Of
That's
what?
right.
Belinda?
Nelson's nose is itchy.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
I'm putting in the soundproof insulation in the other room there, so I'm very itchy right now. It's like, oh, I just can't get enough
that's
of
right.
this.
Oh,
Society owes me. Wah, wah, wah.
No, we got to do a whole show about snowflakes and raindrops. I mean, oh my God, this is getting out of hand.
I want to be known as a woman. I want to be known as
hold on a second. What?
as a unisex.
And kittens and puppies, yes. But kittens and puppies have more than some of these snowflakes. The other day I said something. What did I say? And I got in trouble. Oh, hold on a second. What did I say? And I said it off. I said it in another chat. What did I say again? I can't remember. But I mentioned it in one of our videos that the person in the comment got really insulted because I said this. And I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I think I remember, and the person left or something like that, right?
Yeah. They're pissed off. And it's like...
It was,
Was I there?
it was about,
No. It was one of
when
those
you were talking, I think it was when you were talking about the transgender thing or something like that.
Where was I at?
Yeah. If you got a penis, you're a male. If you got a vagina, you're female. As far as I'm concerned,
I wasn't there.
If you're in the process of changing,
I don't know, Belinda.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you're in the process of changing, even if you have a vagina, you're still female.
I think I was there because I remember a conversation about that, but who left?
There was one person. There was one person that left, and then as we were in the whole thing, they left. Oh, sorry, when the video became a video, not a live stream, they left a comment saying, "Oh, it was a very hateful comment." I deleted it because I only read half of it. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not putting up with this.
Because the thing about it is that Nelson was being very respectful.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the subject in general.
Yeah.
Right.
And nobody was being derogatory or anything like that. So I don't know where the person.
Except for John laughing at white guys.
Yeah. Well, you know,
That's the way it is.
You know how you white folks are.
Yeah,
so
that's it. We're all sensitive.
Wow.
yeah, overly sensitive.
Yeah. Oh my God! I'm gonna have to put up the most sensitive questionnaire on Mardox, and I'm sure I'm gonna get shit for it. I would like to know the ethnic background of our members, and I'd like to know what percentage of black people, white people, so on and so forth. I keep thinking about doing it, but you know what kind of hate I'm gonna get for putting up a questionnaire like that.
Don't do
Why
that.
Why would you care?
I'd like to know,
other than curiosity.
Well, I already know that about 10% of our the list at Mardox is from India, and they're
Is that right?
So that's why there was talk one point of making a Indian version of Mardox for India, so that they get their pricing and their currency, the resources in their currency. But we never got around to it. But to do it, I had to find out how many people were Hindu.
Well, see, that's understandable. But if you're asking for race other than country, that's where people would go up in arms.
Well, yeah, but that's what it started. Some of these people got offended. Why do you need to know if I'm Indian? And I'm like, oh, give me a break. If you live in India, then we'll make a website version of Mardox for India.
Did you guys hear about the thing that happened at Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read about it.
Yeah, that engineer that wrote that letter.
Yeah. I'm all for him. I think that's great. He's speaking out about stuff that aren't right in Google, and then he goes and gets fired. To me, that tells me, there are problems in Google, and they're basically telling him to shut up.
Yeah, well, yeah, but maybe they shouldn't have fired the guy for speaking his mind, but kind of what he was doing, because it came public, what he was doing was kind of saying that those are Google's policies.
They
you
are.
see.
And Google is
No,
supposed
not
to be.
according to what the lady that came on, who is I forget what her title is, but I understand that those problems exist, especially in the tech world, but that's not necessarily their policy.
Right, but the firing part, the guy getting fired, it goes 100%,
Yeah.
goes 100% against Google's policy of having an open and
Yeah,
an
that's
open
true.
community.
That's true.
You know,
No,
so
that's true. I'm not talking about that. I'm
no.
talking about what he was talking about as far as basically he was saying that women were inferior and that's why they shouldn't get paid as much. And stuff.
No, he wasn't saying they're inferior. He was saying that women belong under certain tasks, whereas men could not be in those tasks either. It is better to put a woman as let's say a social worker or somebody in the field of that's closer to emotion versus a guy that's going to put up server framework and work in air conditioning, where a woman is more sensitive to their feelings, whereas men, it's not the case.
What did you get? How did you feel about that, Belinda, as a woman?
I didn't like that. I mean, I can understand there's certain aspects that a woman might be good at, but that's not every woman, just like it's not every man.
True. That's true.
And I think it should go by case basis as far as that's concerned. But as far as what women are able to do, we can do just what every man can do, except for maybe certain physical labor where maybe men's bodies are made better for that. But, you know, that aside, when it comes to things like technology and, you know, your mind, any gender should be able to do that and get paid the same.
That's true.
And the thing is, what people overlook is, okay, you know, men and women, we are different in many, many ways. That's the way God made us. But it's a benefit. It's not an advantage. It's a benefit because when you have women in the workplace, right, they know how to deal with issues in ways that we men don't, because we simply don't have the skills to.
Well, I find women are less impulsive than men. Like my wife is a lot better than me at working with paperwork and office stuff, desk stuff. Whereas I am clearly way better than my wife at fixing pools. My wife would never get under a pool and try to start leveling it, hauling heavy bags of sand and stuff. But like I said, I'm not fit for sitting at a desk and doing paperwork and phone calls and talking to people in government. I can't stand it. It bugs the crap out of me. And I usually wind up making mistakes that cost me a lot of money. Whereas my wife handles it, she saves us a lot of money. You know.
Well, see, that's the thing, Nelson. That's what I was getting at is, okay, the average man and woman might fit a certain category, but not everybody's like that. So I still prefer to go by the person, not by their gender.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, as far as that's concerned. But yes, women have certain things that we can do, but men have their thing, and I don't take away from that either. So there has to be a balance between the two.
I'm gonna be so hated at the end of this show.
But you know what I haven't understood for a long time is why women get paid less for the same job, you know.
Yeah, that's what I have a problem with.
There was an example of police officers or firemen, firewomen, and fireperson, and they showed an example of the argument was that if you're hanging off the side of a building, you want a man holding that rope at the top. They did an example of a 250-pound firefighter hanging off a rope scaling down a building, and at the top was a 100-pound woman holding the man, and it proved that the woman does not need to be able to hold a 300-pound weight. It's because what holds it is a pulley system and the blocking system.
Okay.
All she needs to do is control whether you're letting rope through or if you're binding the rope. When I did mountain climbing, there was a team member that would come with us, and I was twice her weight, and she controlled the lines no problem at all when we were practicing. It's a myth that a 100-pound woman cannot do the same as a 300-pound man or 250-pound firefighter. Carrying the hoses, now you're talking about brute force lifting and that too. Why does a firewoman have to carry a 100-foot hose when she can carry a 50-foot hose? You're still bringing a hose up the stairs. You see, but that's choice. The woman who wants to do it, that's her choice. Not all women have to do this, you know.
Yeah.
The idea is that everybody works as a team and goes forward and it gets the fire put out. You know, or
Yeah.
saves the cat.
I agree with that.
You know, or saves the kitten or whatever. Not
Yeah.
every woman has to be a secretary. I got 4 daughters, and I've always told them, you guys can do whatever you guys want within reason. You know.
Yeah, you have to, or they'll beat the crap out of you.
Well, my daughter, yesterday, my daughter Jackie said that whenever she thought about wanting to do what she wanted to do, it always gets knocked down, and she wanted to be an astronaut, literally going through space.
Okay. So what's wrong with that?
It's only that in this generation, it literally is only the best of the best right now that go to space.
Yeah, sure, I agree with that.
You have to have straight A's and be top of your class to even achieve the ability to go to the space station.
So you know,
I agree to that.
Start early.
But it's there's other issues involved. But to be the best of the best of the best, we're talking MITs and stuff like that are going there. Me and Josh don't even apply to that.
But there's nothing.
Josh, you don't apply to that, Josh. Nor do I.
But there's nothing wrong with the aspiration, though.
Yeah, no. There's aspiration, but there's within reason part. Like I said, it's a within reason.
Yeah. Also,
you know.
Also.
But it's not her failing. It's society saying no. We just want the best of the best going on. I would love to go to the space station too, but I don't have $100,000 to spend. Because that's what it costs, I think, or something like that. It's like $300,000 to send a human right now to the space station. You know, if you and that's one
it'll
ride.
Get cheaper.
That's one ride for 1 week.
It'll get cheaper.
Yeah.
Soon it'll be the cost of a Mardox membership for
Just keep paying your membership at Mardox, and you'll achieve it, no problem. By that time, Mardox will be worth $3,000 a month, and going to space will be $25.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll have a Mardox rocket, you know, and a Mardox space shuttle. Yeah.
There's already a Mardox satellite in space.
Oh, okay. Okay. Building a spy.
Okay, we hijacked. I hacked an NSA satellite. They just don't know it yet.
Ah, okay.
Oh my God, they're gonna show up my door tonight. Dude, what satellite did you hack? We don't know about it. Duh.
No, yes, that's true. There's some women are stronger than men. Like I said, there's always exceptions.
I will say the best computer company in the world, as far as the best computers out there, is definitely in Canada.
So what?
You ever heard of the D-Wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best computer for hacking if you ever want to hack stuff.
Oh yeah. But it's already what, 20 years old?
No, D-Wave is a pretty new computer. It's like $20 million each, though.
Really?
Whoa.
And they're hackable?
No. These are the computers that can pretty much hack anything instantly.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's the first quantum computer. Remember?
Oh yeah. Now we're getting into something else.
I won't even get into quantum computing because that'll just confuse everyone here.
Yeah. including me a bit, because quantum computing is a little bit different and it's hard to grasp. Now we're getting into politics here. Let's get out of it.
No, it's not political.
No, I'm kidding.
It's just understanding the fact that, zeros and one no longer exist.
No, that's it.
Because they're actually simultaneously processing at the same time as opposed to separately like they used to.
Yeah, it's every possibility all at the same time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
It has the processing power to basically do the same processing.
Well, hold on now. Hold on.
Per second than we have atoms in this.
Hold on a second. I'll explain how this works. Hold on. You got the computer at the bottom, okay? You take a photon. Here's an idea of what quantum is, okay? The Chinese are doing this right now with their space station. They get a photon, 2 of them, here on Earth. And they vibrate the photons at the same speed, close enough together. Then they take this photon and it's sent to the space station. The first photon stays here. Then a computer here vibrates that photon here, and whatever the photon on Earth does, the one in space does exactly the same thing, with no connection, no wires.
Really?
Yeah, that's quantum processing, quantum communication. The quantum computers are doing basically the same thing, but at a much bigger level than just one photon. But this is basically the opening of the door of being able to put a photon here. And the idea is the other photon goes to another galaxy. And if you shake it here, it shakes the same in the other galaxy at the same time.
Interesting.
That's how nuts this is getting. Quantum computing, and this is the world that we're living in now.
That's interesting. That's deep.
It is. It's really deep. I mean, communications can be instantaneous across galaxies. You know, so
I can call my cousin on Mars then.
You can call your cousin on Mars of the other reality.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mars in the fourth universe. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Because now they're doing the same thing, but within a microprocessor, basically called a quantum computer, using many photons. But by doing this, you can actually come up with a lot of decision making in a nanosecond versus what we do with computers today. But it's like Josh said, zeros and ones are out the door because all possibilities exist at the same time.
Okay.
It's nuts.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
And you guys that understand that are very interesting.
Well, no, I've been reading about it. Josh has been looking into this. Right,
I've been
Josh?
researching it too.
Yes.
But I have never touched one of those computers because they're $20 million, so I can't afford
Okay.
Yes, I like my simple HP computer that has a lot of memory, and I can spit out nails, and I can fry eggs with it, and I can basically shoot everybody, and I could be the world's best queen.
And they're actually the company's actually based in Canada.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is because the operating system is so hot. It actually has to operate at almost absolute zero.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And so the processor actually is cooled to it's literally almost like 0.02 above absolute zero.
Yeah.
Which is like negative 230 some degrees.
Absolute. It's minus 273 degrees Celsius. Absolute zero. Atoms don't move anymore. They sit still. Electrons don't move. So in order for it to work, the electrons are barely moving around the atoms. They're barely vibrating. It's that cold. The colder you go, the less they move. Oh, it's intense. But now the computer that he's talking about, the $20 million computer, is the equivalence of, let's say, an early 1980s VIC-20.
It's mostly spy agencies using them. And a couple of major companies like Lockheed Martin has one, Google has one.
Yeah. But they're not doing very much with it right now. They're still tinkering with it. It's not like they're doing data processing like on my computers. On my
it'd
desktop.
be cool is if they have quantum computers for PCs. Then that would be like.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
But right now, that's still far fetched. So we'll have to see.
It's coming. You watch. We'll have it.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, because you got to think now. Back in the '60s and the 50s and '60s, they said that computers on desktops is unfeasible, and look at today.
Yeah, I know. And you know, the D-Wave, by the way, is one of those wall units. It takes up a room.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Not, carry around with you.
Let's go back to the time of early '90s. Somebody was doing a presentation about talking video chat and video conferencing and all this, and a person said it's never going to be feasible. You'll never have bandwidth. Nobody will ever be able to afford the internet connections to do video. And look at what we're doing right now.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. You know, so anytime somebody in technology tells me it'll never happen, it can't happen. Yeah, right. It's like
we used to think Star Trek was so cool, right? With the communicators and stuff, and we were like, oh wow, that will be cool. Or what young person hasn't said, you know, back in the day, oh, it would be cool to be able to look at the person that we're talking to on the telephone, you know, and stuff like that. And look at what we do today. It's like,
and it's all because somebody said it can never be done, and somebody else said, hey, yeah, I'm going to prove it.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly. Never say never.
Never say never. Never say never. Oh my God! Look at the color. I'm blinding everybody.
You see your true. You show your true colors.
I'm black. I'm a black dude. Look, I'm black. Except when I take my T-shirt off.
See, that's why Nelson has me turn my camera off. See,
because John, when I'm beside you, I make you look good. No, wait a minute. Wait, that's backwards.
Is it?
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you guys are crazy. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So, let's bring back what's happening on Friday.
Yeah.
John, you tell the people if they join in Friday's chat.
If you come Friday's chat, participate, you have to be in the Zoom room like we all are now. Then you will get your very own cool Mardox T-shirt.
Yes.
Yay.
Your choice of color
Yeah.
and your choice of size. I choose a logo.
I hope they get to choose a size. Send everybody extra.
Everybody
small.
gets mini.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be neat? A little jersey, little tiny.
Oh, Nelson would be like, "Oh, did I mention it was for like Barbie dolls?"
Yeah,
You know.
that's it.
Yeah, he would do it. He'd put an action figure.
That's it.
No, because the
Mardox man.
Yeah,
Barbie.
with
Yeah,
a cape
Do you
and the letter M.
Do you like Barbie or GI Joe?
Yeah.
We know Nelson likes Barbie.
Well, yeah, duh. Barbie would walk into a war zone and take over.
Yeah, she would, wouldn't she? Everybody throw down their guns, huh?
That's it. That's it.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're 44 seconds over our deadline.
Oh, okay.
This is terrible. I don't know what to do.
Oh, yeah. But you know what didn't happen? Belinda's phone didn't ring, or was
Yeah,
it?
that's a
that's why.
miracle.
That's why.
Did it ring when you were muted?
No, it didn't ring it even then.
Wow.
Now what do we do?
I got a text message with no phone calls this time.
Oh, well, my phone went off a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, Skype.
I told Nicole Nelson
I
instead.
get this one guy bugging me saying, "Hey, will you give you business credit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, right." Click the delete.
You kicked my dog.
Don't give me credit. Just give me the money. Never come back and ask for it. That's all I need. John, close up.
Yes, sir.
Close up the show, dude.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Whoa! What's this? What's
Whoa,
this?
whoa.
What's this?
Oh! The brother got to show his colors now. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
There we go. You
Yeah.
see, we have diversity in our group.
Now we're cool. Yeah.
There
See. Anyway.
I don't
Anyway.
know you.
Very.
I'm a minority.
What?
I don't know you. I only know the rest of you guys.
No, I am a minority. No, John's the only minority. John's the only true minority. Black,
Not true, actually.
German. No, he's not single.
Actually, you're the only one that's not that I'm aware of in here.
No. Me and Mike are Canadian.
Oh, me,
And-
you, and Mike, and Lauren, I guess. I'm a minority. Belinda's one. John's one.
Oh, we're all minorities.
No.
Ah, this is no fun. Okay,
Um,
John, go. For it.
Irish, German, and Swiss.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
females
the
considered
Swiss
a
part is
minority.
cool.
I'm what they classify. When you have me in the workplace, they consider themselves neurodiversity because of the autism.
Okay, John. Do your magic.
Okay. Thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in today to the Mardox Daily Live Chat every day at 3 p.m. Eastern. We are here. Be here or be square. Make sure you do 3 things. You like, subscribe, and comment on the videos and stuff like that. And wonderful things may happen in your life. Who knows? Even if it doesn't, do it anyway, because it's cool. Thanks a lot for being here. And remember, Friday, be in the Zoom room and you will get a t-shirt.
Yep, big giveaway.
Can't promise it'll fit you, but kidding.
That's right.
Barbie sized. either this could be Barbie sized, or I'm just gonna buy XXXX large, and you guys are gonna get a canvas with Mardox on it. If it fits, it fits.
You know you are a
Alright,
dork,
yeah.
Nelson. We love you, but you're a dork.
Love you too. There you go. Okay, so anyways, let's close it up. Everybody say bye.
Bye and God bless
Bye-bye.
everyone.